Okay, we're gonna see how far we can get. First we cleared the floor 100, so I suppose let's go ahead and start making attempts while we go from 92 and 90 and 89 up to 99. We should be able to get through like the 100 level floors. We should be able to get through at least some of those. It'll be easier once we have our healing ability. But alright. We've got no mercy, that's good. And yeah, so just so you know, if you want to go for the Necromancer title, you need to start at floor 1. If you start at floor 51, you won't get the full benefit. Now that said, it is, depending on your class, it is pretty easy. Gunbreakers have an easy time, at least for 1 to 51, because they have a heal that's built into their basic rotation. So that tends to work pretty well for them. Now, because we're not... oh well, he's affected by that too, so we can at least do something to him. Slowly chop him to death. The other one, though, we're going to want to wait until this debuff runs off. Otherwise, he will likely build to DPS us down. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go. I am thinking about getting rid of the macro I have that applies the damage over time. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Because this macro here... We'll see in a second. So, this macro here... Come on. This uses Sonic Break if it's up, and then it uses Keen Edge after that. So it can work. It can. It's kind of just a quality of life thing, but it could also just not really work out too well, depending on the boss, depending on when exactly I should be using it. So if we get to ultimate level content, then we'll probably need to stop using that and actually just use it somewhere else. We'll see. Everything seems to be going pretty well for at least this level. I'm getting up to level 60. Our second, third damage mitt. That's fine. Go ahead and use that. We should be using our other one. Just spamming. Alright. We should also potentially just rush to get to the next level and get through stuff as quickly as possible. So this doesn't take us 5 hours. That would be unfortunate. But... let's see. We are on floor 3, so we've spent about 2.5 minutes on the previous floors. Not too bad. When you get to the slightly higher floors, it will definitely be beneficial to... It'll be beneficial to sort of go to the corners of each room. So traps in Palace typically only are set in the middle, or somewhere in the middle of each floor, of each room. So if you were to, say, do this, you could avoid most of it, and then just pull things over to you, because enemies don't activate traps. And... passage is open. We have another blue over there. Every blue has a chance of increasing our stuff, so it is worth it to us to try and get all the blue chests as we're leveling up until we hit level 99, at which point they don't really offer any they don't really offer any tangible gain after that, unless we're doing multiplayer. So some of you may be asking, where is the group content? Where's the streams in the MSQ? People have just been really busy, so it just is what it is. I'd like to have at least 2 other people there, so it's not just like one person playing off the other. If possible, I'd like everyone there, but it is what it is. Let's see, what's the hotkey for that? End. Okay, well, it is what it is. Hello, new viewer, how are you? Probably switch over to chat now, huh? So, well, that's unfortunate. They should really give the frog a dance. Because why not? You can make it dance by doing stuff like this. So, yeah, having a heal that's built into your damage rotation is really, really, really nice for the Gunbreaker. The Warrior has more sustain, though, so I suspect... It's been a while since I looked at the FF logs, but I suspect that the Warrior might be slightly higher in terms of what it ranks on the solo leaderboards. The tanks can beat this. Typically you see more machinists because raw DPS is kind of important. The enemies on like floor 190 hit like absolute trucks, from what I've heard. So even getting to floor like 90s, the enemies are starting to hit really hard. Like the Dark Dragons are pretty brutal. So kind of just is something where any enemy you fight is now actually a threat. Yeah, this one takes a while, doesn't it? Okay, is anybody spawned in there? No. Demon Slice. Ah, it's AoE. Yes. But yeah, it tends to work pretty well. And open. Good, let's go. Let's go to the next floor. Because we will gain pretty much all the commanders as we are going. We don't need to fully clear these. We have a high enough Aether Pool item set that we don't need to be level 6, that we don't need to be as high as possible, as high level as possible, I should say. It'll be fine either way. Let's see, I'm just gonna test this. It's that one. Yes. Okay. I have buffer replay on, so I can make my own clip. Alright, so let's try to find the next way, so we can make our way forward. Okay. Could kill those. We're not going to unless we need to. That's the strategy that you want to get into in Palace of the Dead, is only kill the things that you need to be killing. If you kill a lot of other things, you'll just start taking too long. There's the passage forward. Let's go Hippogriff. Hippo Surf? Can I reach? Yes. Didn't do enough to kill him though. Okay. Find under our lust, that's nice. So we killed the level 100 boss once, and I would like to see where things go from here, because I would like to get the Necromancer title. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, we don't want two of them, so we actually want to move back. Okay. We got two of them. Without the ability to use anything, we might die. Playing this like it's WoW, I guess, or EverQuest, just everything's auto attacks. Gimme. This is a nice place to practice your rotations, though. And if you're going to be doing, like, I don't know, level 60 raid content, could be useful. Looks like it's open, let's go. Okay, very nice. So how are you doing, new viewer? I hope you are well. Oh. Can't hear the muscles popping, but they are. So the school year is almost over. All the classes that I was taking towards a master's are done. Did really well, I think. Oh my. Oh, unpop that. Let's go. Unpop that. Now the main thing here is you don't want to AoE them. You, oh no. Ah. Let's use that. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, Final Sting kills them? Well, alright then. Okay, I noticed that he was charging Final Sting and was like, well, we need to leave. Ow. We don't have our heal yet. We don't want to try and open that treasure chest, because if we do, we might explode. I want to pull you so I can heal up with fighting you, but I also don't want to move. Because moving at low health can just get you blown up. Yeah, one thing I will say is the ability to just heal from your combo makes it so much easier for the Gunbreaker to do this content than, say, the Paladin. Not getting your heal until much, much later definitely makes things a bit harsher. That, and you will also be single targeting almost all the time. Okay, also, you want to keep all your res commanders and your witching commanders. You don't want to just use them willy-nilly when you... At later levels, when you get a luring trap, you need to decide, like, right off the bat, are you going to fight this, or are you going to not fight it? Are you going to try to actually win, or just die? If you're going to die, then you need to try and move forward into an area that is relatively safe, so that your revive can come out. Reviving Commander. Okay. We have a Commander of Strength. That's good. Well, I mean, yeah, we have too many. Okay, so let's keep going. It's gonna try and do what we can. Lightning shot, good, we have a ranged attack now. I like my instant attack though. Be a bit nicer. So we will be covering Kenshi in the coming days. we'll be doing something a bit different. I like the idea of having some editing in there, but I also like the idea of just having uncut content as well, where we're just going to have the uncut content for people who are interested in that, and then we're going to have the slightly edited content where we have time lapses. It's usually a bit nicer, I think. Then I don't have a dedicated editor, so I have to do it. And I'm going to be taking a lot of classes. Oh, so mimics for the tanks are actually kind of easy. At least at this point, I can still kill them. But at later levels, they might not. They might have the chance to use their infatuation more than once. Yeah, let's just keep moving. So, you can interrupt infatuation. You can interject it. Which is kind of nice. The other thing you'll notice with not killing everything is that the higher level the higher the floor level, typically the higher the amount of experience you get. So you don't really need to be... So if you don't fully clear rooms, you will still level up fairly quickly. I have a feeling this is turned down. Nope, we're good. Okay, can I get to the passage? No. Take this, beetle. Alright. Alright, let's get it. Yeah, if you're just starting Palace of the Dead, or you don't have any idea what Palace of the Dead is, then it is a procedurally generated dungeon. The procedurally generated part is there are just a lot of rooms, and they all sort of connect together by these little passages. There isn't a whole lot to it, but the enemies start off pretty weak at first, which is kind of nice. That palace will not my priority. Alright. You also get lots and lots of potions, which is kind of nice. Ooh, danger's in it. Now we can sort of burst these guys down nice and quick. Once we get our first cartridge ability, Burst Strike, we will sort of do a lot more damage and just sort of clear out enemies very, very quickly. Yeah, if you're doing Palace, make sure you kill enemies one by one, especially when Alluring Trap gets sprung. If you don't, you'll likely end up with a lot of low health enemies that are always pumping out a ton of DPS on you. It's typically better just to kill them off as you go. There's also that random. There's also that possibility that you level up mid-fight, which means you don't die. Typically, you get your full health restored. All right, we have a strength here. They're both strengths, so that's unfortunate. You can't stack them, before improved effect. That would be nice, but you can't do it. Yeah, we might as well just start clearing. Alright, palace owners. Can we? No. Of course not. Alright, let's kill him. No sneaking through for us. He's like, oh, get him! No slipping past for you. Now this Yarzon's gonna come all the way around Nagros. Alright, so boss time. Where bosses always try to use a commander of steel and strength. You don't need to use anything else. If you want, you can use lust, it'll make killing them easier. But we don't need to use it on this guy, so we're not going to. If we wanted to, we could hit all those AoEs with... we could probably just tank all those AoEs and just heal through it. Yeah, everything seems to be going pretty well. Let's use that to mitigate. Once Rampart wears off, we are going to... I might make the buffs, personal buffs, a little bit bigger. Just so they're a bit easier for me to know when they have worn off. Gotcha. Yeah, I think I'll do that, actually. So if you're wondering, you can get up to, like, level 24 when fighting this guy, before you fight this guy, but you don't need to. I almost feel like the characters are slower in Palace, but I'm sure that's just the nature of Palace being kind of big. Okay, let's grab this and then leave. Yeah, as these get closer to 100, I mean 99 on both, it will definitely get a little interesting. Oh, wrong one. It's okay. Let's try to just do as much damage as we can while our buff is up. Don't let the frogs scare you. Not that bad. And if you're wondering, the difference between your Aether Polearm and armor being low level versus high level is... it's not the worst, but it is somewhat high. Also, if you're new to the game, you will pretty much have this many abilities by the time you hit level 90. By the time you hit level 60, you'll see most of them already. Oh, well that's bad. Wait, he's also affected. Never mind, we're fine. We can't do anything, so we'll just sit here and auto-attack. Like it's 1997. Oh no. I guess, you know, things got worse. It's time to run. Hey. Take that. Where are you? There you are. we're here. Very nice. We're sufficiently revived. Alright, let's go to the next level and just see what we can do. Oh, thanks, Mr. Living Well. Alright, we did it. We did a... Alright. So, oftentimes there'll be at least one treasure chest inside of your starting zone, so just make sure you don't miss that. And this is going to be a very difficult road for anybody who's interested in running Palace of the Dead. There is somebody who has done a ton of work just researching how to do this. You can find their guide online. I don't remember what their name is, but it's there. Webpage that tells you everything to look out for, everything to do. I'm guessing that by using flight, that's reduced the number of enemies in this room as well. And so it reduces the effectiveness, so you probably just want to use flight or alteration, not both. Could be wrong. But I would choose between having enemies that I can one-shot or other enemies. Probably with the one-shotables. Also, it's kind of weird that they limit the number of phoenix downs you can have. It seems a bit weird. Remember we did a playthrough of Final Fantasy Tactics, and we had a bunch of them for... We didn't use them very much, we had a bunch of them. Imagine playing like FF10 or something and having only one phoenix down. Yes! I guess we get to see how you can interdict these guys. Interject, I should say. If he ever uses his ability, that is. There it is. Hey. We just don't know what the cooldown on his interjection is. Could be very short, could be really nasty. You're going to use it almost immediately. It's like in World of Warcraft back in the day, you used to be able to mind control enemy rogues, and their backstab ability didn't have a cooldown on it, so you would just get two people to mind control two rogues, then you put them on opposite sides of an enemy and just start hammering that skill. Enemy just dies almost instantly. It's pretty funny. I think Diablo 4 is releasing relatively soon. And I think they released the monetization program on it, and everyone sort of just said, what is this? Like, this is going to be horrible. Solid barrel, nice. So I think with the combat, this does a lot more damage. Yeah, I think it does. So if you care about doing more damage, then go with that. It also gives you Brutal Shell, which is nice. So those three, that should pretty much just kill everything on this floor at least. Yeah, Brutal Shell's nice. Gives you that nice little shield. I guess it doesn't. At this level. Let's see. We can go here. We probably don't get Brutal Shell until 52. Yeah, so if we are going for just healing and sustain, we only want to use 1 and 2. If we want to use If you want more damage, then brutal using solid barrel is a good idea. There's one in here. No, it doesn't. I'm looking at the wrong one. Alright, let's go. Yeah, being able to give yourself healing and shields and all this other stuff makes the Gunbreaker really, really powerful. Okay, cool. Let's go. We're on floor 15, and it's 10 minutes in. It's 2.5 minutes per floor. Pretty good. You know, what I would like is for the chest to, like, open and then close. Like, that's what I would like a bit more. Because at least then you know that the game didn't just eat your input. Yeah, these Ninki are going to require just a little bit more from us. Makes sense. They are 3 levels higher than the Toads. It's not ready yet. That's fine. Nice. The Nunkas will probably take a little bit longer too. This is where we start to diverge, where it's just level 30-ish. We won't do super high damage compared to, say, the DPSs, but the DPSs will be able to get through all the content very fast compared to us. Okay, let's debuff them. Let's not get hit by that. Who's the next lowest? You are. We need to kill this slime anyway so he doesn't explode and kill us. There's always the danger of doing that, by the way, where it turns out that the chest is actually just a mimic. And we're in trouble. Remember in Dark Souls, there were people joking about mimic, like, what was it? Mimic bonfires. They're like, oh, what's the next mimic they'll release? Mimic bonfire. Yeah, with the red mage, I can usually just burst these guys down very, very quickly and just kill them. Pretty nice stuff. Oh, there it is. I guess I'm blind. Yeah, at least at the lower levels, I'm usually able to take out, like, floors sub, like, 70, 80, 90. I'm usually able to take out most of the luring crap mobs. Imagine if those guys did what they did in some of the dungeons that they're in, where they, like, burst their offspring and then you you have a bunch of, like, little ones running after you. Can you imagine? How would that look? Like imagine imagine a video game where humans are an antagonist. Like, I don't know, it's made by aliens or something. And like pregnant people, pregnant humans, like throw their offspring at you, please. You have a bunch of babies trying to kill you. That'd be hilarious. Horrifying and hilarious. Alright. Okay, so we'll probably be level 30 something for the boss of this zone. Let's just clear these guys in here. Okay. Remember that our objective is to get to the next zone as quickly as possible. And if there are any chests on the way, we want to check those. Okay, nothing here. Yeah, we see these silver chests right now because we don't have... Because we don't have 99.99. If we see any silver chests, we want to grab them because there is a chance that you get your Aether pull up. I'm curious as to what the exact formula is for that. Oh, Parent Passage is open, let's go. Burst. Our DPS just increased. We now have the ability for a little while to burst down a single enemy. We stack a lot of our stuff into it. So that's good. That sounded like a debuff. What are we gonna get? No auto heal and HP MP boost. That's probably not that bad. We probably don't need to use an item to get rid of that unless we find that item. If we find an item, a Commander of Serenity, then we'll use it. But otherwise, we can just use these first two to auto-heal ourselves up. Keep ourselves permanently topped off. Oh, but we want to use this to get charges so we can burst. Yeah, that'll probably be enough to keep us healed up. So as we get down to maybe 50% of hit points, we'll swap over. But yeah. It still takes a little bit. Ah, cool. We didn't need to use our other ability. Nice. Our instant hit. We are getting through this pretty quickly, which is nice. Okay, cool. Nothing here. This one will go to Serenity. Intuition. Intuition. Yeah, we care about the hidden treasures, then we can do that. I'm just gonna hold on to stuff until we get a little bit later. Okay, and then just to show off our burst. Well, mostly dead. If we're using equipment or strength, we gotta like kill him almost instantly still. You don't need to wait for animations to finish, by the way. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. When you get into higher level content, you'll want to actively not wait for animations to finish. Nice. It's so nice. We're able to take a look at the points. If we can, what we want is to go into boss fights with two charges in the chamber, and then another one sort of cocked. Oh. We forgot. It's okay. We should be perfectly fine. Because he has a lot of downtime where we can heal. Okay, now he's done that, let's go kill these hornets so they don't kill us. You can look at the hornets as just a means by which to heal, if you want to. Go ahead and use your special. Yeah, he'll do that 2 more times. We'll use that. We could use... Phantom ropes, that's fine. Use this. Be funny if we can point him the wrong way. By the way, on floor 110, I believe that is a one-shot if it hits you. Okay, let's get another one cocked. Oh. Okay, cool, it didn't hit us. If it did, we would need to use a potion. Okay, we should be able to just DPS him down from this point. Nice. Yeah, we're like 3-4 levels below where you would normally be. By the way, don't AFK him